Hello guys, good morning. My name is Teacher Emiliano Galicia and I'm in charge of Advanced number 5. Today's topic is going to be conditionals. A conditional is a sentence that talks about a situation that is dependent on a different situation or action. Also for speculations, hopes, and true information that can happen in the present, in the future, or also situations that were different in the past that still can be speculated about, because as humans, whenever we are having a conversation, we like to explain things and also, why not, to speculate, okay, what was a different possibility about the situations that I'm going to mention. So far we have 4 conditionals, and in the following presentation we are going to check how are they formed, what are the verbal tenses that have to be used in order for them to be made, and in what situations I can use them. So let's get to it. Okay, so to explain, a conditional links two ideas to show the result of a possible situation. Remember, a condition must be true for something to happen. Okay, now to remember, conditionals link two clauses. And what is a clause? A subject and a verb. For example, Melanie studies. Melanie studies is a clause because it has a subject and a verb, and is this the basic and smallest unit of grammar. Okay, so then remember that that's why they are also called if clauses, because when we combine clauses in conditionals we have to use the word if, and depending on the situation or the explanation that you're giving, or also if you are using a speculation, you have different types of them. The first one is the zero conditional. The zero conditional uses present simple in both parts of the sentence. In this case, we use the zero conditional when we are talking about results that are always true. Scientific facts, true information that is universal. For example, if you touch fire, you get burned, because we know that is true. If you touch a flame, you are going to hurt yourself. Okay, now, if of course we have zero conditional, logical result is using the first conditional. The first conditional, to differ from zero conditional, is that this is a more specific result. Also for things that might happen in the future. Of course, it's impossible to know what will happen in the future, but we can speculate, we can make predictions based on the information that we have at hand. So this describes the most probable results in this situation. So of course I have to use my word if, because it means that it's a hypothetical situation. My first clause has to be in the present simple. Then I need to explain that it's future using will or won't, and my verb in infinitive. Example, if it rains, I won't go to the park. In this case, I'm expressing an idea that I maybe have the intention to go to the park, but rain could affect my decision, so the possibility is not 100%. A different one, if I study today, I'll go to the party tonight. And in this case, I have the intention, I have the context to do it, but maybe my parents won't give me permission, so this is going to ruin my plans. And finally, if I have enough money, I'll buy some new shoes, but maybe I'm not gonna buy those. Maybe I'm going to buy a different thing. So this is prone to change. Next, second conditional. Second conditional is used for two things. And how is it formed? We have to use if. Next is going to be used with the past simple, my modal, and infinitive. Remember that modals are helping verbs. The first use of second conditional is to talk about things that are probably not going to be true because the possibility is very low, because the conditions are not met. Example, if I won the lottery, I could buy a big house. But the most probable outcome is that I won't win the lottery, because you know that the probability is very, very low. Second use, we can use it to talk about situations that are impossible in the present because of different factors. In this case, in my example, if I had his number, I would call him. But guess what? I don't have his number, so it's impossible for me to call him. So that possibility is out. Okay? Finally, the third conditional. Third conditional, the use is that we like to speculate about situations that could have gone differently in the past. So if I did something, I want to speculate, okay, but what was the possibility if I hadn't done it? Okay, conversely, if I didn't do it, what could have been the possible result if I had done that activity? So it's always to speculate about the opposite possibility of what happened in the past. It's an imaginary possible result different from the one that happened in real life. How do we form it? We have to use the past perfect, because in this case we have to emphasize that is for a tense, for a time before my real past. Then my modal has to go into the past. How? Using the word have. So we combine could have, and that's my past modal. And then my second action has to go into the past participle form. Okay? So this is how we talk about possible outcomes. My example, if he had left the house at 9, he would have been on time for the interview. But what happened in reality? He left later, so of course he wasn't on time. Okay, so in this case, the possibility was, okay, arriving on time. What happened? He didn't arrive on time. Why? Because he didn't go earlier. Okay, so this was everything for today, and see you next class.